Hi, it's Dusty, not Juice, with a disclaimer. If you want your replay of having a higher chance of being commentated by Juice, it is in your best interest to use a Puyo skin that she can easily distinguish. In case you do not know or remember, our friend Juice is colorblind. In general, you want to pick out a Puyo skin that distinguishes the Puyos by something other than the colors. This can be the shape, or their faces, or something similar. The Puyos that I would recommend that you use as skins if you want to use them would be the Gummy Puyos, Aqua Puyos, Fever Puyos, Alphabet Puyos, Retro Puyos, and Flat Puyos. These Puyos all have different faces on the Puyos and different shapes for the Puyos to make them easier to distinguish from something other than color. The Puyo skins that I think are a little bit tenuous that you could use but are not as recommended, I think, are the classic Puyos, the metallic Puyos, the MSX Puyos, and the Sonic Puyos. The classic Puyos and the MSX Puyos have the same faces for all of the Puyos, but they are differently shaped. The metallic Puyos are the same as the Fever Puyos, but the colors are even more desaturated, so even though it has the other markers, I still think that contributes to it being a little bit tough to distinguish. Because it's not like Juice can't see color at all. She can't see some colors. And lastly, the Sonic Puyos actually meet the requirements for recommended Puyos. It's just that the Sonic Puyos are an eyesore, so I wouldn't recommend those. Lastly, the Puyos I would not recommend that you use if you want Juice to be able to commentate your matches are the Capsule Puyos, the Chalk Puyos, the Morolean Puyos, the Block Puyos, the Humanoid Puyos, the Game Gear Puyos, or the Mino Puyos. The Chalk Puyos are especially egregious because all of the Puyos are the exact same shape with the exact same face. They're very, very pastel, so they're difficult to see, and they don't make clear shapes. They don't make the connector shapes when the two Puyos of the same color are connected to each other. They are so difficult to see that even I have difficulty seeing them, and I pride myself on having very good color distinction in my eyes and all that. Every other set of Puyos have the similar problem where they all have the same shape and they don't have any features on the face of them that would make them more easily distinguishable. So I'm just putting that out there. If you want your matches commentated by Juice and not me, you have a higher chance of Juice commentating them if you use Puyos she can actually see. Thank you. And we're back. We're back. Do we have two sandwich builders here? Two sandwich makers. Two sandwich making guys. PennyPen, that is so high for a column 3. That is so scary. You're giving me anxiety. Oh. Oh. Popping from the bottom. Hoping for that big chains. That was a good 5 for something so, like, not poorly planned, but, you know, something, I guess a bit poorly planned, but, yeah, that's only gonna work so well against the consistent 8 chains guy, so. I just got two completely different styles of chaining here. I'm not gonna lie though, SDGuy, that pop was a little bit insecure. Sorry, that sounds so mean. I didn't mean to leave it like that. That is going to be a full chain and the fast follow-up, and that's gonna be game. You see the pros and cons of both playstyles, right? You build high You can counter anything. No, nobody can hurt you. But you build fast, and they can't even respond. Now, I know they're gonna want to put... Yeah, they got a really lucky piece with that purple-yellow there. That's 6 chain, so... I think if Penny wants these wins, but they're not confident in their ability to chain consistently very high, like in terms of like number chaining, they're gonna want to get these attacks off a lot faster. The other thing is not putting so much stock in, like not putting so much on that column 3, because that is very dangerous. That is a nice 5 chain though. However, SDGuy in the meantime was building an 8. Just building an 8 for free. I'm liking the improved consistency. It feels like from the other match that I saw, the chains are coming out a lot faster. So the pressure is on though for PennyPen. So she's gonna want these chains out early too. Looks like SDGuy has a little bit of a block off problem though. PennyPen can take advantage of that. She can take this. Yeah, not giving him a single break. That's gonna be a 2 chain, but will it be enough? I don't think so. So SDGuy really wants to get back down to that main chain, but it's not happening. Things are just getting more and more precarious. There's just some risks. With power too, and he's got the perfect double red to set off that tough 3. Yeah, it's so close. So close, but just has to cut that chain in early, and the main chain is donezo. So we're back on the 2 chain back and forth between these two. Penny's trying to set something off like a little bit definitive, but that might have been an overcommitment, I wonder. It's been a while, so I think margin time might be kicking in. It's a fast 2 chain response. They can get off those greens. They're not, the greens aren't blocked off. Gonna drop that green for a nice 3 chain, a juicy 3 chain. That's a lot of damage. And this should be definitive. Smash that out. Smells like a chicken. That's not the worst garbage drop in the world, SDGuy. You can work with that. And Penny's got their whole board, half their board filled up. I'm gonna go for that 4 chain. I think SDGuy got a little bit flustered there with the garbage. Probably didn't see the ways that they could build around. But look, almost nothing is impossible in this game. Almost nothing. That was a good Hellfire response. Hopefully they're gonna build those pieces up really quickly. SDGuy does still have a chain here, though. But I don't think it was fast enough. This might be a little bit of a tough dig. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of finagling to get that dig out. Okay. We got something here, and we have a 3-chain. Now, Penny did have a 4-chain response. I just don't think that they saw it. Just reminding everybody about the little disclaimer at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to use a skin that you can see. I think we have a little bit of cleanup, but that's not gonna ruin your chain. You could just put the green on top, brother. Let's go! That's what I'm like to see. Just keep building, SDGuy. You got that? Perfect. An incredible main chain, and we got that off, and that is going to be it. Clean 7, 8. I don't know how to count. Okay, don't show off. Now that's an all-clear start that SDGuy just missed. And this is the one thing about, like, not caring about all-clears is that if your opponent does get one, you are a little bit cooked. However, okay, so PennyPen's gonna take advantage of that, and that is going to be the game. The way to beat that is to... Another all-clear start. The way to beat that, though, if you're the better chainer, or I mean, if you know that, right? What's going on, brother? Do you just not play them? Okay, just a... You know, just a... You know. I don't know what that was about. That was weird. Going to say the way to beat, like, missing an all-clear start, if you have enough time to build it, somebody finds the all-clear 2-chain, just build the better chain. Because they're gonna send you a rock of damage, if you can manage it, which, I mean, you can't always, you know. Right? But, like, if you can get out something, you should have enough time to build a 4-chain in the time that they send you their little 2-chain all-clear start, or whatever. Because if it's longer than, like, a 2-chain, it's usually not worth it to go for it. Because your opponent just has enough time to build, so. This is where confidence comes in. Can't get too dicey about... Can't get too precious with the chains. That's game. To be honest, though, it's pretty neck and neck. Kind of the reason why you don't see Sandwich very popular, though, because it does cause starts like that. It's a nice conversion, but I don't think it was enough to offset, because he might have misjudged the amount of damage he was going to get. That's gonna completely block off the main chain, but he's got a nice little conversion in the tail. Just gonna start building on top of that. I respect that. You know, just go around. That's what I do. I like that, how crafty that 3-chain is, but I wouldn't have stopped to see, I'm not gonna lie. I would have kept building. Is it 3-chain? It's only gonna 3-chain so much. Okay, it's starting to drag on a little bit, so looks like the damage might start going up. Penny's had a pretty good, like, resource advantage for a very long while. But they're still playing pretty close to that column 3, which is putting them in a lot more danger than they realize. Maybe they do realize it. Maybe they like the thrill. It's a crazy power 3 though. No response to that. SDGuy doesn't have one. That is a nice sandwich chain. Nice clean 5. Unfortunately, Penny doesn't have a response to that, and that is game. Congratulations, SDGuy. You gotta change the skin, though. Change it.